Objection shouted loud and raw. Truth unravel world's last straw. Objection overruled, watch it break. Dark secrets, hidden lies, they shake. Psychopath witness loses grip. Killer exposed, truth will rip. Eyes darting, restless sweat they drip. Words are weapons, razors tip. Bloodshot stare, mind unhinged. Justice here, no sins avenged. Objection overruled, watch it break. Dark secrets, hidden lies, they shake. Psychopath witness loses grip. Killer exposed, truth will rip. Crashing down mind's facade. Guilt's fortress forever flawed. Truth's hammer smashes through the veil. Killer's heart in a wooden jail. Objection overruled, watch it break. Dark secrets, hidden lies, they shake. Psychopath witness loses grip. Killer exposed, truth will rip. Will rip. Will rip. Will rip. Courtroom chaos, tension high. Defense attorney, eagle eye. Objection shouted loud and raw. Truth unravel world's last straw. Objection overruled, watch it break. Dark secrets, hidden lies, they shake.
Hello, everybody. I'm here. I made it. You do not realize how many red lights I just well, none, but I ran a whole bunch of yellow lights. How's it going, everyone? Manakyn Apollo. It's kinda. How's it going, everybody? Thank you so much for waiting. Hello, Mystery. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Hello, Sad Godtail. Hello, Randy. Hello, Toko. Hello, Kioma. Hello, Mystery. Hello, Bowser. Did I get everyone? I think I got everyone. Hello, Holly. How's it going, everybody? I gotta take my vitamins because, oh my god, it has been a day. Be careful, why don't you? No, I will not be careful. Because today we are putting Christoph Gavin in jail again. That was some good swallowing of drugs. Wait, the Manakyn channel does not condone the use of drugs unless prescribed by a physician. Hey, how's it going, Ivy? Anyway, I'm here. Why don't we just play some Apollo Justice? Water? What? Oh, Big Jug is empty. I'll have to refill at some point. All right, how are you all doing today? It has been one hell of a day. I have been out there gathering evidence on Christoph Justice. No, I just had a lot of meetings and then I had to go to Subway, but there was a big line at Subway at 4:30 p.m. for some reason. And then I waited for a while, and then I drove home. What'd you miss? How worse did Christoph Gavin become? Well, we're gonna find out. Here we go. If you remember last time, we explored the depths of Phoenix's mind. And we learned that the true MVP of this game is actually Emma right here. Because she gave Phoenix the button, and what is it? And it's actually a little mini camera. Want to hear a nice opinion? A nice opinion? You mean like a compliment, or just like a nice opinion? Do you know what's a nice opinion? I like flowers that grow in the winter. That's a nice opinion. You're the MVP. You're the minimum viable product, Randy. One small issue, you're in my house? Yeah, I tied you up and threw you into my closet like last week. Oh, crap, I forgot to feed you. Oh, I'll take care of that later. What? Okay, last time we explored the inner machinations of Phoenix's mind. And we learned that a lot of stuff happened. Turns out Shoddy Smith really was Shady Enigma. And Trucy is adorable and got abandoned at 8 years old. And now she's 15. And I think Phoenix is going to try to help guide her through show business. Even though show business, he has no experience in show business. And now we're going to court to try to defend a beautiful young lady named Vera, and we are going to prove that she is not guilty. Hey, Shabra. Welcome to court. Phoenix, this is the Matrix, not a court. Oh yeah, and Trucy and Apollo are half-siblings. And we have no idea who, who Apollo's dad is. But he's dead. So everyone is dead. 7 years ago, all leading to one verdict. A verdict which you must decide. That's right, I'm talking to you, Manakyn. Me? Me? Not guilty. Done. Is the defendant Vera Misham innocent or guilty? The courtroom doors are opening, and the trial awaits. Shabra, you ready to begin? You know, 2.5 years ago, Manakyn decided that I sound like a surfer. And only just now does the voice actually fit. Huh. Shabra. Preparations complete. Something inside me is rising. Wait. They could have phrased that a little bit better. How's it going, Christoph? Something important. Lost long ago. It's close now. Oh, we're going right into court. October 9th, 10 a.m., District Court. Courtroom number 3. You know what I really appreciate? How they always start at exactly 10 a.m. That is some punctuality. Is it punctuality or punctuality? Linguistics. I miss the Phoenix soundtrack. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
Court is now in session for the trial of Varamisha.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution's ready to rock and roll.
Prosecutor Gavin, how is the defendant Varamisha?
Acute atroquinine poisoning, according to her physician. She could die at any time. He says I say with a smile, because I don't care. Thus, her absence from the courtroom today. Let's see here. Oh, we have new evidence. Right, so some of this was collected by Phoenix, huh? The bottle. Hey, Felix. It's been a bit. And the letter. And the stamp. God, my mom is looking hot. Oh my goodness. What? They can't put her on trial without her being here? It is unusual. They should wait for her to get better and then do it. I don't actually know the procedure for that. It's so bureaucratic of them. Miss Trucy, do you even know what that word means? Yeah, I learned it in 4th grade last year. 4th. You know, I actually believe that. That's being a little harsh. They can't delay the trial any longer, or they risk having no one left to try. Can you try someone posthumously? I mean, I suppose you can, but I don't think anyone would waste their time on it, right? I think the prosecutor's office can try someone posthumously, but they wouldn't, because there's no point. Did you figure out why Christoph oofed Shoddy? I think he was keeping track of everyone from that case. And so when he finally returned, he was like, oh, I need to kill this guy or he might cause problems. You can try someone in absentia. How do you pronounce that word? Absentee. It's absentee, right? Even though it's spelled TIA, it's still pronounced absentee, right? Why am I getting so obsessed with language today? It must be because I'm tired and loopy. A trial without a verdict can only cause grief. The records of this case and experience tell us this. Apologies to the defendant, but the show must go on. Don't worry, I keep a picture of her in my wallet at all times. Absentia rhymes with dementia. You're not wrong. Absentia. Absentia? Absentia? Anyway. Right. If Vera dies, the trial will be canceled. I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm gonna get her this guilty verdict. Mr. Wright told me that's everything that's been going on behind the curtain these years. I'd like to imagine that Mr. Wright left a DVD in his office that says, Apollo, play this. And then they play it and Phoenix is staring at them. She's like, Apollo, this is what's been going on in the past 7 years. He's like, and then Trucy walks in what is that? And you're like, oh, Mr. Wright left us a PS5 game. I'm gonna get Vera her innocent. Yeah, I can't English today. I'm gonna get Vera her innocent verdict while there's still time. Yeah, we have to get Kristoff in jail square before Vera. Vera's not gonna pass.
Very well. Your opening statement, Prosecutor Gavin.
The prosecution's case. The prosecution's case is unchanged by recent events. Why did Vera Misham succumb to the poison? Because she couldn't live with the guilt of what she had done. But Vera was poisoned with atroquinine! We gotta jail Kristoff. But apparently posthumous trials have happened. It's not allowed under US law, but you can sue the person's estate. Oh, that's an interesting way of doing it, huh? You can't do posthumous because the defendant is required to be present, but if you sue the person's estate, that's a way to get around it. Huh. Law, everyone. The same exact poison that took her Apollo, shut up. What better confession could you ask? Apollo, think before you speak, man. Being the killer, she would have had access to the poison. Significant, since it's rather hard to come by.
That is true.
In other words, I see no need for further discussion. We could have had ourselves a verdict yesterday.
Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no objection...
I love how the judge is like, do you have an objection before I declare the guilty verdict? What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, but the trial itself. The defense holds that Vera Misham, the victim, is not the killer. If that's so, you have something to prove. No! You have something to prove! Ah! She was in court, giving her testimony before us. How do you propose her killer poisoned her? Oh, and incidentally, it would be nice if you told us who her mystery killer was. Clavier, I don't think you want the answer to that. Oh boy, something's never changed in Japan. It is so true. He's about to learn something he really doesn't like.
Sustained! I ask the defense to prove its claims in court. Tell us how Misha was poisoned.
I've got two things to prove here. Who and how. Which to hit first? Should we say who first or should we say how first? We'll save how first so we can smack Clavier in the face with who. How did the killer poison Vera Misham? Wait, not kill her. She hasn't died yet. Come on. Believe in your girlfriend / fiance / future wife. I'll focus on the method first.
Any comments before we begin, Prosecutor Gavin?
Not a bottle or container of poison was found on the defendant's body. This is some incompetent ass freaking incompetent ass police. Oh my. That not a bottle. There was a clear bottle that you guys clearly didn't test. You freaking dumb freaking monkey ass police.
I see. So the vector of poisoning was unknown. Is the defense prepared to prove how the poison reached Vera Misham?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well.
She didn't have the nail polish. She put the nail... but she didn't just randomly throw it out, right? She keeps it on her body. How's it going? No head pat. No hat pat. Unless she specifically left it in the defense lobby. Like, she was doing her nails in the lobby, I remember. Who am I simping for? Who the frick do you think? Oh, Spark Bruzzle. Oh, my man. Oh, a big, strong man. Oh, Spark Bruzzle, you're looking good, babe.
Oh, what a beautiful bottle. I'd like to give whoever designed that a hand!
Judge, I'd like to declare a mistrial. I hate this man. Is that nail polish? It's colorless. Something the matter? No, nothing. Nothing at all. I'm cool. I'm really cool. Clavier. Clavier recognizes something about the bottle.
So, the killer put poison in the bottle and made her drink it.
As Prosecutor Gavin told us, this is nail polish. And it doesn't taste good. I've tried. Denial is a river.
Nail polish.
It's like paint for nails. Know any women with red nails at all? Hey, Sad.
My wife. She's been lying to me.
Oh, so she's been painting them all this time. I knew Sharon wasn't born with red nails. I can't believe this. Oh my god. How is this man still a judge? How is he not in a retirement home? My god. Let's recall yesterday's trial. Remember when Vera was testifying to the court? Very fitting for Japan, kind of.
Court is back in session. Vera Misham, what are you eating?
Vera's eating her nails faster than Emma can eat snackoos. Dang, they must taste good. Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails. Prosecutor Gavin, when the prosecution had examined Vera, did they check her nails, or are they incompetent? Christian.
Bailiff, have them check the nails at once. Mr. Justice.
Yes?
Do you know who did this? Do you know who put poison in that nail polish?
Yes. That bottle belongs to Vera. No, it doesn't. Why do you ask? Know someone else who might have a bottle like this? No, just checking.
Mr. Justice, you're about to accuse someone of poisoning that bottle of nail polish. Please dispense with the chatter. You realize the weight of this accusation. Here, let me show you. About 2 kilograms.
Understood, Your Honor. No problem. I know what I'm doing this time.
And let us ask, who poisoned Vera Misham?
That's Clavier. Wait. Oh? Ooh.
What? Christoph Gavin!
What's your game? My... Bro. There's no way he could do a thing like that! You should know better than anyone else!
Indeed. He is behind bars.
I know. However, that doesn't mean it wasn't impossible to do what he did. What? Ask yourselves, when did he put the poison in the bottle? Boy, I'm about to put your brother in jail again. There's going to be a jail inside the jail, and he's not going to have access to his fancy jail cell anymore. Why does homie point like he's in JoJo? Because, okay, let's be real here. Clavier's real name is Clavier. What starts with Joe? Jover. I don't know. It could have been yesterday. It could have been a month ago. Joe Mama. His real name is Joe Mama. Maybe it was a year ago. Or perhaps it was 7 years ago.
But, doesn't poison expire? Christoph Gavin had no motive for killing this poor girl.
Alright, stop and think about that question for a second, Judge. Okay, we good? Okay.
It's inconceivable.
Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so. Look at him. He's drenched in sweat, baby. Oh, yeah! Someone get a bucket! You can sell that sweat on the internet! To the fangirls that are. Oh, that is. Oh, that face tells me one thing. Christoph Gavin's younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all.
Well, Prosecutor Gavin, if you feel there is a clear and pressing need, we may have to summon Christoph Gavin from jail as a special witness. Special.
Fine. I've known for some time that an impenetrable darkness lurked at the bottom of this. So now the real question remains, is Clavier going to stay loyal to his brother? Or is Clavier going to stay loyal to justice? That was an unintentional pun. And conflict of interest doesn't exist. A darkness that has swallowed even myself. Okay. The defense's wish is granted. Let prisoner Christoph Gavin take the stand!
Bailiff, begin proceedings to call a special witness. The witness is Christoph Gavin, currently residing in solitary cell 13 at Central Prison. You know, the one that we spend taxpayer dollars on? That prison cell is worth more than my house. And I hate Japanifornia.
Unintentional I hate it. Oh, here he is. Uh-oh. Your Honor, how nice it is to see you again. I will say, I hate Christoph Gavin's traditional style shirt. I like the collars down. For some reason, in the days of old, people kept the collars up, which is gross.
It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? It's not every day I'm summoned from my solitary cell. In fact, it's never. Hey boss. You still haven't paid me my $6.13 from last paycheck.
He was paying you $6.13? Is that an hour?
No, that's per year. I was an unpaid intern. I'm sorry. Ah, Mr. Justice. I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself. You know what? Skip the payment. It's cool. Why do I feel like he's still my boss? Because he still hasn't paid you, buddy. Stiff upper lip, Apollo. You can do it. Does this bottle look familiar? Ah. Eridone. Eridone. Nail polish. Why, yes, I use that myself. As did the late defendant. Oh, here. She's not dead yet! Oh, but she will be. Was there something concerning this bottle you wish to ask me about? I admit, I respect her for her taste in poison.
Christoph, you're cackling in the court again.
Objection! Cackling is not a crime! Her taste indeed! This nail polish was how Veramisham was poisoned! Oh, atroquinine, I hear. Oh, was it?
Oh, you're well informed of the case, Mr. Gavin. It's almost like you did it! Ha! Ha ha ha!
I love how they're all just beating around the bush. Even in solitary, much comes to my desk, and I have nothing to do but read. Well, Clavier. Hey, bro. Oh damn. Oh, damn. Clavier is freaking terrified of his brother. Remember all the times when we were little and I destroyed you at Super Smash Brothers? Would you like me to do it again? Maybe you can explain this. Oh, maybe you can explain this. The parallels of Apollo and Trucy versus Krista, I know, man. I can't. It's difficult to know exactly what Clavier is thinking. Like, he's pretty transparent, to be honest. But, you know, to be honest, it's the first time we've seen him really have a major freak out. Even when, his bro, what's his name? Sharkman. Even when Sharkman was sent to jail, he didn't freak out as much as this. Like, he's just like, he's not saying anything. Oh, boy. You're being accused again. By him. Again. Oh. And? You agree with the accusation, do you? Do you?
Let's hold a proper trial, shall we?
Objection! Not a single trial in this series has been a proper trial. You want to call a parent as a witness?
Christoph Gavin, your testimony, please.
Oh, I'd be delighted.
The charges against you are quite severe, Mr. Gavin. You are suspected of poisoning the defendant, Veramisham. Please testify to this matter to the court.
If he's smart, he would simply say, I didn't do it, and just end the testimony there. Owning the same nail polish does not make a murderer. Does not a murderer make? Right, I'm British. I have been in solitary for half a year. For half a year. How could I poison her? Her father died of the same poison. The meaning of which should be clear. The prosecution's case holds she poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Surely, you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for the poison of her father too. If he was smart, that's the thing.
Well, I'm afraid the defense's claim is sounding rather unlikely.
Naturally. For one, I don't even know the Meashams. Isn't that so, Mr. Justice? Yes, boss.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination.
All right. Thank you for giving us ammunition, but we gotta take this guy down. I'm accusing my boss, Christoph Gadwalt, my ex-boss. But I know he poisoned the Meashams. The video that Phoenix sent me said so. The question is when. Not to mention why. And how, and who, and what, and... Why am I so unattracted to Christoph, but so attracted to Claffy? What? Hold the phone, what? Owning the same nail polish. Ooh! My bracelet is tingling. I have been in solitary for half a year. My father died. Prosecution case holds. Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father. Okay, so he only ever changes his pose once. I mean, he does kind of look up and down, but at the very end. See, I'm getting better at thinking about body language. Oh, you probably won't see anything in his suit. Oh my, look at that face, man. He's like... He's not looking at Apollo, he's looking at me. Always the hands. Check the fingers. Oh, whoa. I think I saw something. You know, I never realized he had a scar on his hand. Wait. Oh, that's the devil! That is the... There's the face! There's the face of the devil! Holy frick! Holy frick! Oh my God! This man is a monster! Gotcha! Okay, we gotta focus. We gotta get in the zone to destroy Christoph. It was you who killed Drew Measham. A bluff worthy of your new mentor, Mr. Wright. Oh, really? But you see, I saw it. Right when you said her father, I saw the devil. God damn. Your hand tensed unnaturally, and a little devil appeared to give me the news. And let's assume, for the sake of argument, that you saw me being tense. He's a really bad lawyer. He is a super bad lawyer. Oh my God. Okay, look, Christoph, never give your opponent the benefit of the doubt. Oh my... Now you understand why he ended up in jail. How's it going, roll? Dice roll. He's actually legitimate. He has a little devil in his hand. What's that anime? Parasite? He has a little devil in his hand. And what does that mean? Are all tense witnesses guilty? Tell me, was Drew Measham fond of nail polish too? Sorry, but there's more than one way to poison a man. You don't need nail polish to get it to someone's mouth. Oh, I'm right, I'm still in the zone. It get in someone's mouth. Then I must be very talented indeed. You see, Drew Measham was killed on October 6th, while I was already in solitary confinement cell at Central Prison. If that's not an alibi, well, I don't know what is. But you found a way all the same. And I found it too. It looks like somebody's a little bit upset. Oh, you're looking so upset, aren't you, Crystal Kevin? This is how you poisoned Mr. Measham. I'm sure this commemorative stamp requires no introduction. Well, now I'm mad. That was mine. The night Mr. Measham died, he was seen writing a letter. Atroquinine was found on this stamp, Mr. Gavin. So am I to understand that the stamp was the murder weapon? Yes, you are. Oh, and yes, this stamp was found in your prison cell! Got him, baby! That is all, Your Honor.
Order! Poison on the back of the stamp. Let me try that.
No, Judge, no! After Drew Measham was killed, he paid a visit to this witness's... Someone paid a visit to this witness's cell. Phoenix Wright. I have no idea how this evidence is admissible in court, but still. Daddy? That's when he found the stamp. You made Drew Measham write you a letter. That's how you killed him!
What?
Bro!
My. You've upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness.
Allow me to clarify this matter. Justice. All you need is to recall witness Spark Russell's testimony.
Well, that's the thing, see? After he put the letter in the envelope, Mr. Measham sat there searching his desk drawer for something.
This is a weak argument, buddy.
Yeah, there was definitely no stamp, which means there was definitely no way he could have found a stamp to use.
He was looking for a stamp. Ergo, he had no intention of using this one. What are you getting at? What I'm arriving at is that this commemorative stamp was in a frame. It was mere coincidence that he used it that night.
That would seem to be the case.
Perhaps. You mean to suggest that I can somehow manipulate coincidence? It doesn't matter if it was a coincidence or not. All that matters is that you put poison on the stamp. It doesn't matter if you specifically wanted him to do that or you wanted him on a later date. You're absolutely right. It could be coincidence, right? But that doesn't make murder, right? When it comes to murder, there's two ways to define it, right? First of all, you had an intention to murder, or two, you had such negligence that you didn't account for the possibility of someone being killed. So both of those things are murder. So in this case, he clearly put poison on the back of the stamp. So if he kills someone, that would be murder by negligence, but it doesn't matter if it was a coincidence or not. This is Ace Attorney, since when was their logic?
He does have a—
No, he doesn't! No, he doesn't!
How would this witness know if the victim was going to use that stamp? Without that, he couldn't have planned the murder.
Apollo, object. And you don't even just bring up the definition of the murder.
Really, Clavier? You should be seeing through these weak-spined bluffs by now.
What are you, a child?
Oh, what are you, like 22, 24? 24? Oh, looks like you're the man in the relationship with Apollo.
Wait, 24? Dang, he's 8 years older. He's right, though. How could anyone have known Mr. Measham would use the stamp that night? Least of all, Christoph Gavin, locked away in his cell.
Well, it seems the defense has run out of things to say.
I cannot believe this. You assume he had something to say here in the first place. I believe the defense's bluff has been called.
The defense's bluff? I'm not sure I agree with you there, Krista. After all those years of beating me in Super Smash Brothers, I now have you right where I want you.
Clavier.
Honestly, I want to believe you.
But the defense wasn't trying to get away with a bluff.
You were, Christoph!
Oh, let's go! Let's go! Okay, Clavier has a choice to make, man. His brother or justice.
What are you saying, Prosecutor Gavin?
There, forehead. What was your accusation again? It was that, this poison stamp killed Drew Measham, yeah? To which my brother responded thusly: there was no way to know when Measham would use the stamp.
That's right. Which is why he couldn't have planned it.
Tell me, why does it need to be planned? Why couldn't it have been just a coincidence? The defense's case is simply that Drew Measham died by that stamp. That's all. Coincidence? Christoph, if you tried to slip out from under this accusation by changing the subject, if that's not bluffing, what is? What are you up to, Clavier? I could ask you the same question, Christoph. I silenced the defense with the fewest words possible. It's called efficiency. Yeah, you got it. Come on.
But Mr. Gavin, that's impermissible testimony.
Very well. Then I shall take his claim head on. Justice. What, boss? I mean, sir. I mean, Christoph. You accuse me of Drew Measham's murder. Then, allow me to ask you, what possible reason could I have to kill a painter? Come on, Christoph. Come on, Christoph. Apollo, motive. He's talking about a motive.
Indeed. It's hard to see how an attorney could want to kill a painter that falsifies evidence for a court case that he most likely was rejected.
there's something. Why didn't he bring up the motive from the very beginning? Unless he was afraid it was a battle he might lose.
So what does it mean?
It means there might be a weak spot. I have some evidence to prove a motive. Maybe I have some evidence to prove a motive.
A motive for murder. This is vital, if not the most vital element in the case.
No! Motive is literally the least important part. The most important part is to demonstrate that he did it. Have they learned nothing?
Please consider this when making your statement.
I know, right? Vera was literally, yes, I forged evidence. I am not a painter. Is this my first game? No! It's not! And it keeps getting worse!
I'd say it's about this vital.
Oh, that's pretty vital. What are you talking about?
You don't see the little green bar and... Oh, is that just my imagination? Well, Mr. Justice!
I'm going through with this no matter what. Understood, Your Honor. I'd like to present evidence.
Let's see what you have for us. What reason did Christoph Gavin have for wanting to murder Drew Measham?
Wait, what? Because the evidence. The evidence. Oh, I guess we just present the notebook page. It seems Fate's clock. That was the fake one. This is the fake one, I think. It seems Fate's clock. Right. The actual one was like Zach, him writing that Zach gets his stuff. Christoph Gavin's motive becomes clear when we consider why the stamp came to Drew Measham's studio in the first place.
And why was that?
Well, he was manipulating a 12-year-old, so let's not, let that crime slip away either. But forgery, Your Honor. Go back 7 years. Drew Measham accepts his first job creating forged evidence.
I've seen that before.
Well, yeah, you're the only judge.
Oh. I mean, there's my Canadian brother. A page from a diary. Magnifi's Grammary's diary.
Oh, right. When attorney Phoenix Wright lost his badge. Oh, yes, I remember that, of course. This was the evidence he presented to his loss. This evidence is fake. But did Mr. Wright request the forgery to be made? That was never proven! The defense attorney on that case was Phoenix Wright. Who other than him, drunk with the prospect of victory and many bottles of grape juice, could have done it? And why would they? Just out of curiosity, do you remember this letter? This is the first page. This is the second.
Those were presented in court yesterday. The letter was sent to Drew Measham by the client who requested that forgery.
The enclosed stamp was none other than the poison commemorative stamp. Drew Measham drew his last breath just the other day. However, the motive for his murder was already 7 years old. Like I said, this is kind of incredible that these were two different ticking time bombs that just blew up on the exact same day.
7 years old.
The client who requested this forgery was very cautious. He tried to erase anything and anyone with connections to that forgery, including Shoddy Smith, so let's add that to the mountain of evidence.
To keep them from talking.
But he made a mistake.
The stamp was very pretty.
You're also very pretty, Vera.
Thank you. Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic show.
You want to go to a magic show with me?
Okay.
The killer's time. Look, Apollo, you cannot keep copying me. The killer's time bomb was delayed. The poison stamp was sealed within a glass frame, where it sat for 7 whole years.
Here, forehead. Do you understand what you're telling us? The one who schemed up the forged diary page was the one who poisoned the stamp.
You're gonna blame Phoenix now.
And it was Phoenix Wright who presented the forged evidence 7 years ago. Adding those two statements together, the one who schemed to kill Drew Measham was none other than Phoenix Wright!
Sorry, but that's not how this is gonna go down! How will it go down? I checked through the records on that case when I found this. 7 years ago, just before the trial began, there was a really dumb little girl in a top hat, and for some reason, everyone just takes evidence from her and believes her.
Here you go!
Sabra, what's this?
I don't know, but it looks like forged evidence. You should present it in court!
And one more thing. I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly. I received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Kristoff, things aren't looking so good now!
Yeah, well, you haven't told me what happened. All we did was play cards.
Yeah, then that was enough. You see, everything can be solved with poker. God, why are people in this game so weird? He didn't have time to request a forgery. The day before? Now, here's a question. Guess who was Shoddy Enigmar's previous defense attorney? I wonder who it was, Kristoff! Uh-oh. Oh, what's that? What's that? You're looking a little bit silent there. Oh, look at you, little Kristoff. Oh, this can't be. But it's all true. There was another man. A defense attorney with a badge on his collar. It was you! Kristoff Gavin!
What is the meaning of this witness? Sir? Well, let me begin by denying this.
Objection!
Nuh-uh! It's impossible to prove if you can't. Attorneys are registered with the court the day before the trial begins. In other words, no record remains in the court. How exactly did you intend to prove Phoenix Wright's claim?
It would be difficult. I'm afraid this line of inquiry won't yield.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. Kristoff murdered 2 people and attempted murder on a child, so which is crazy.
Here, forehead. Are you sure you don't have evidence?
What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks clammy and totally not hot today.
What do you mean? He still looks pretty hot. evidence. Evidence that shows this man, Christoph Gavin, requested the forgery 7 years ago. Clavier? Just prove it! Clear up these doubts, sir. I swear I'm off this case! You must have thought of some evidence, Apollo. Prosecutor Gavin looks like he's in physical pain. That darkness. I have to pull that darkness out of his heart and replace it with me. And proof is the only way I can! Isn't gay to pull the darkness out of him? I love how, like, to an extent, the creators have kind of just embraced the shipping that the fans do. It's one of my favorite things about the Phoenix Wright series. Like I've said from the very beginning, if you want to win the fans, just add more gay. What proves Christoph Gavin's link to Drew Measham?
Well, Mr. Justice, you claim Christoph requested a forgery 7 years ago. Prove it, please.
It can be proven. Simply ridiculous. Why even discuss it? This evidence does not. Are you telling the truth, Apollo? I am. Then I say we give him the benefit of the doubt.
Very well, but if you're wrong about this, be prepared for a penalty.
Your Honor, you do the defense an injustice. Shut up! Objection! The witness is being a butthead. Mr. Justice clearly is passionate about his claim. Should the penalty not match his passion? No?
I haven't given a penalty like that since Phoenix Wright was here. Well, Mr. Justice.
Fine, Your Honor. All I have to do is prove any kind of link. Something that ties Christoph to Drew. And I have something that clearly does the job.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Present your evidence. Show us the link between our witness and Drew.
But have you seen my attorney's back? All right, let's just make sure. Let's just make sure. Drew Measham. Drew Measham. I don't know why this says David. I don't know why there's a address here, and it's a name I've never heard of. It's too blurry to read. Okay. Feeling bad. You feel bad for Chris Clavier, realizing his brother isn't the person who. I think, you know, just based on the sense of the trial and how they're presenting Clavier, I think Clavier knew exactly who his brother was. I think he's just been denying it to himself. If you ask me, it feels like he knows his brother is sinister, but he didn't want to admit it to himself, if you ask me. Okay. Letter posted by Drew Measham just before dying. Found it. This evidence proves there's a link. That is a scrap of paper. I'm afraid I can't let you submit that. Is there some kind of problem? There is. How could you possibly have that? You couldn't. Hey. That's Dad. Phoenix, what have you done? Phoenix, do not tell me you forged this. That's Daddy's handwriting. Please.
Mr. Wright's handwriting.
Just say, this is a record that Phoenix Wright created. Okay, that's all you need to say. Okay.
What is the meaning of this?
Oh, I see now. Yes, of course.
What do you mean, of course?
Oh, I just remembered I had a visitor yesterday. Phoenix Wright came to my cell, except I wasn't there.
Phoenix Wright?
When I returned, I saw he had possession of something of mine. I know, right? Friggin' Phoenix! Just because you're not a lawyer, oh my god! Of course, I had no intention of letting him get away with reading my private mail.
Mail? You mean this letter was in your cell?
Ooh! Did we just get him? No. However, it appears Mr. Wright has yet to be cured of his bad forging habit.
Well, if it is a forgery, it's not a very good one. The handwriting is terrible.
This is Mr. Wright's reproduction. Not a forgery, a reproduction of what was in the real letter.
Reproduction?
When Mr. Wright visited Christoph Gavin's cell, he brought with him a little button given to him by a very, very, very awesome forensic scientist. Emma's in like the very back of the court going, "Whoa, that's me! I'm amazing! Science is amazing! Oh my god, good job, Apollo!" What?
Oh, look, someone's getting a little bit angry. Oh!
He recorded the entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin, and the contents of your personal mail. Regardless, this mockery of a piece of evidence will never be accepted by the court. Evidence based on a video a man with no authority whatsoever claims he took. A man who happens to be an ex-attorney of suspected forgery.
Prosecutor Gavin?
Prosecutor Gavin, don't let him get to you! How's it going, Isma? As embarrassing as it is for me to say, I'm afraid my brother is incapable of making any rational judge. Rational? Hold on. Cambridge Dictionary. Rational. Is it rational or rational? Rational. Rational. Is incapable of making any rational judgments at the moment. Why is British English so difficult? Your Honor, your decision, please. Please excuse my useless, pathetic brother. Brother who is an excuse of a man. One that should have never been born!
Defense's claim is denied.
What?
Only actual evidence is permitted in a court of law. Please remove the defense's evidence from the record.
Oh, better luck next time, Justice. Maybe you'd have a better chance playing in the playpen with my brother.
Well, we've certainly taken a detour from the cross-examination. But the defense appears to be lacking proof. I'm forced to end the cross-examination of Christoph Gavin at this point.
Apollo, do something! I'm thinking, but without evidence! And the pretty boy that I'm in love with on the other side of the bench! I don't have anything I can use on him!
Very well. Sends the special witness's cross-examination.
Maybe you should play in the playpen, brother. The show's over! The show's over! Yet the crowd screams for more. Only now do I understand why.
Prosecutor Gavin!
Frankly, I'm relieved. It's been bothering me for 7 whole years. And I'm tired of the whole youthful angst scene. Now's our chance. Let's clean out the family closet, Christoph? Flavia, you're spinning out of control. The Nintendo Wii is mine. Do not take it from me! Calm yourself before you say something you'll regret! Oh, spinning out of whose control? Mine or yours? Take a moment to consider everything you've built. Your reputation as a prosecutor, your fame with the masses. You can lose it all, Clavier. Like you've lost to me again, and again, and again! Did you see that? He's trying to press Prosecutor Gavin! Prosecutor Gavin, try to remember! What's really important to you? You amuse me, Hair Forehead. I couldn't forget what's really important to me, even if I tried. As he looked into Apollo's... Let's go! Just shower this in gay, baby! Clavier, yeah, I think Clavier really just didn't want to accept the fact that his brother was awful. In fact, I haven't. Not even once. 7 years ago. Right. He had a fake German accent. Finally. You just couldn't resist, could you, Herr White? Resist what? Presenting solid evidence? Do we really have to go through this flashback? I can't keep up this stupid accent. State your name and occupation for the record. Yeah, I've watched that video several times. I can't believe Phoenix fell for that accent. I know, it was crazy, right? Didn't you find anything unnatural about that at trial? Other than your accent? Well, you did seem unusually well prepared. I mean, Mr. Wright had only just presented his evidence. It's because Christoph told him about the fake evidence, which means Christoph planned to use the fake evidence against Clavier, but because the attorney changed, he instead used it to ruin Wright's career because Christoph is a petty ass piece of crap who can't handle the fact that he got thrown off of one case. Ranking? How gay is this case? Chocolate-covered Skittles. That's how gay this is. I mean, Mr. Wright only had just presented his evidence. The next moment you called Drew Measham, it was almost as if... Almost as if what? It didn't even occur to me to wonder. But now that I do, there's only one possible explanation. Almost as if from the very beginning, you knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence. Correct. I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix would eventually come up with that forged diary page. Don't do this, Clavier. I knew. Because you told me, Kristoff! What? It was the night before the trial. Clavier? Kristoff? Odd seeing you here at the prosecutor's office. You cannot be serious. What the frick is this? I won't be appearing in the trial, actually. Why not? I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. But in exchange, I brought information. Information? The attorney who will be there in my place tomorrow is not to be trusted. Don't even give him the benefit of your respect. Listen. I want you to call in a special witness. Then. Yeah, he's about to I mean the band's broken up, right? The Gavineers, they've kind of broken up ever since Shark Boy got into jail. He's gonna start his solo career. He's gonna do a what is it, Harry Styles? He's gonna pull a Harry Styles. I wondered about it all this time. How did Kristoff know so much? Prosecutor Gavin. Kristoff! We were supposed to face each other in that trial. Fair fight. Brother to brother. I deserved that much. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me all your research on the case. Victim's belongings? Which would have included Manaphy's old diary, wouldn't it?
Mr. Gavin.
Oh my, Clavier, you disappoint me. You find trees, yet miss the forest. You're the one missing the forest, Mr. Gavin. You can't sweep this under the rug. Not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind that trial. Oh. Why not? I achieved what I came here to do today. I see no harm in a little reminiscing. Yeah, Clav genuinely thought Phoenix was corrupt. I know, right? Man, that's some manipulation. Does it count as does Clavier count as a child? I know 17 is generally considered adult in Japan, but this is also not Japan. This is Japanifornia. Apollo, I think we're gonna shine a little light on that black belly of this thing. On the black belly. Is that a saying? We've done everything we could. I hope it's enough. 7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Gramarye. 2 cards. One card. Showdown time. Enough. Wow, Gavin, you suck. You literally lost every single hand. You literally did not win a single chip. In fact, you've had to like pay in like 7 more times. I literally have all your money. How can you be this bad at poker? To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to this day. As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost the game of poker. Oh, you didn't just lose that game of poker. You lost, like, really bad. Like, oh my god, I took like $600 from you. I can come to no other conclusion.
Daddy used to say something. If you want to know a man, you have to compete.
Zach wasn't watching his points or the cards. He was watching the man, Christoph Gavin. Yeah, I know it's like super manipulative. Let's look at all the people he's manipulated. So me. He didn't really manipulate Phoenix, but he did kind of. Vera, Drew, to an extent, Spark Brushel, Chris, Clavier. Yeah, he's been messing with lots of people. Phoenix Wright, a second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs. He dismissed me, and what with that pitiful excuse for a man. I mean, to be fair, he pretty much won. Let's be real here. Phoenix pretty much won. He deserved to die for that error alone. Seriously? He chose a different defense attorney. A second-rate attorney who he dismissed me, went for Phoenix, and he deserved to die. Man, he didn't hire you for one case, and you're like, well, he needs to die. I cannot believe this. This does happen quite a bit in gig economies, believe it or not. I know plenty of people who are super bitter in the voice acting world when, like, someone gets a part and you don't. Hold it! The one who requested that forgery was... No, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is... These 2 men shamed me, and I could not forgive that. Phoenix Wright, Zach Gramarye. They both deserved what they got. Christoph is definitely where Clavier got his pettiness from. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, he really is super petty. I'm only Truzy. Not even. Truzy lost her dad. It's like she didn't get manipulated directly, but her life still sucks because of him. Does he have connections to Dahlia? So you could win? So you asked Mr. Measham to forge that evidence just so you could win? But then when you were dismissed as Zach Gramarye's attorney, you used that evidence as a trap. That's a... I bet like... I wonder if Gavin had like a quick interaction with Dahlia and they just like decided, oh, let's destroy Phoenix's life. He ain't Dahlia level bad. I mean, I don't know. He's pretty bad. He could be Dahlia level bad. Yeah, Dahlia would be the same age as Kristoff.
You fed me information about that forgery you made. You gave your dirty evidence to him.
Feel free to imagine what you will. My point is that all I imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly. Incredible. If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep. Oh, but I'm laughing.
Prosecutor Gavin?
Perfectly. You're mad, Krista? Stop fooling yourself.
What are you talking about, Clavier?
Tell me, how did that trial end?
Cancelled! When the defendant vanished. Should I give Meekins another demotion?
I get it. So, Kristoff, you've been living in fear for 7 years!
What are you talking about, little brother?
You were afraid your forgery would be revealed and your reputation trashed. You couldn't leave things to chance. So you watched everyone involved with the case for 7 years.
You know, I always feel like I was being watched. That's what he said. Every day for 7 years. You know, I'm a pretty okay guy when I'm not on the case. But when I'm on that witness stand, man, everyone wants to kill me. But I felt it too. Journalists being watched. Hey, Club. Don't you wonder why Zach Gramery got rubbed out? Right after coming in contact with me?
Wait just a minute. Zach Gramery was seen by this reporter? How was that possible? Was he alive after being gone for 7 years?
Finally. I knew this moment was coming. I just didn't think we'd get her so fast. That Gramery gone missing for 7 years. Trussy's father. What's wrong, Apollo? Go get him! Right, leave it to me. I think Trucy already knows her father is dead. Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Kristoff Gavin was charged with murdering a mysterious traveler.
Oh, I remember him quite well. Shoddy Smith, not to be confused with Shoddy Enigmar, who I also know very well. Poisoned in a Chinese
Is the judge okay? God damn, is the judge okay? Ah, judge. Oh, sorry. The details, don't really matter right now. What matters is that traveler was Zach Gramery. There we go. Another piece of evidence thrown on the mountain, baby. What is it, Apollo? Huh? Keep going!
We'll talk about it later.
Oh. I want to give Trucy a hug before we continue. Here we go. Here's a hug, Trucy. Did she already know?
Someone please explain this. I am old. I don't understand.
It all started 7 years ago. The great magician, Magnifi Gramery's death started it all. Magnifi Gramery's death. His student, Zach Gramery, suspect. Judge has boomeritis. Whoever defended Zach in court successfully would become famous beyond belief. Oh man, it was for publicity. He literally destroyed a man's life because he wanted the publicity. Man, if that ain't... Man, my guy... Okay, let's put this into perspective. There is another trial that is very similar to something like this. It's called the Kardashians. My boy Kristoff was going for Kardashian status. Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. That is... Jesus fricks, man. It's like, it can't get worse for him. It's like, not only, it's like, now we find out it wasn't even pride that caused him to destroy a man's life. It was just publicity. He just wanted his own freaking TV show. God. Thinking that, Kristoff Gavin did the unthinkable. He forged evidence.
True Misham.
Actually, it was his daughter Vera who did the work for him. You took precautions when you had that forgery made, didn't you? Man. In order to get his own TV show, he ruined Phoenix Wright's career, functionally killed Trucy's father, attempted to murder a father, a single father, and a 12-year-old, manipulated his own 17-year-old brother, and also he can get a frickin' reality show. You've got to be kidding me. Man, Kristoff is freaking awful. Yeah, Trucy, Phoenix, Apollo, Clavier, Drew, Vera, probably more.
Precautions.
I know, and he's not even going to win. He's still going to lose. He could have just kept going with his life and been a normal person. And he wasn't he on the freaking board of directors of like some sort of like legal board or something? He was doing good for himself. And he had to throw it all away because he wanted a reality show. All of the $6.13, but I want to get paid, man. You've summed up why I hate. I know, right? How's it going, Sam?
To keep people from talking, of course.
Needs to know too much. Leave them alive and there'll be nothing but trouble. That's when you planned your poisoning of the forgers. At your quinine. I know, killed 2 fathers. Ruined the life of what would eventually become a father, Phoenix. Applied to a commemorative stamp. But luck was on Mr. Meesham's side. The bomb, thanks Manakyn for the word, didn't go off.
His daughter. She saved him by taking the stamp, I see.
And traumatized Trucy. Yeah, Trucy! I didn't realize it at the time. I thought Trucy was just like a stupid little silly girl. But as the game keeps going on, it becomes more and more relevant. I don't know if this is the intention of the writers. It becomes more and more obvious that things like the panty trick and Mr. Hat and like, constantly being like airheaded towards like gangsters. It's like her defense mechanism. It's becoming more and more obvious that is Trucy does stupid things as like a defense mechanism rather than because she's actually stupid. Don't get me wrong, she actually is stupid, but she also has a defense mechanism. And Vera, and Vera is probably in a coma right now. I don't know what the state is. But that wasn't the only bomb he set up.
The nail polish, of course.
You notice something when you request that forgery. When Vera's nervous, she has a bad habit. A tendency to bite her nails. You can't imagine how Clavier feels. I have quite a sneaking suspicion that he's been preparing his entire life for this. I have a feeling that he's like, well, I have a feeling it's going to be one of those cases. Have you guys ever had a friend who's had like a really traumatic experience and they just feel like, and it just seems like they don't react? It's like they're just like going about their life continuing. Usually it's a combination between like a state of shock and also like the preparation or like the fact that, or like the preparation for it. Like if you ever had like a friend whose family has had like a chronic illness and then finally maybe their father or their mother or their grandmother died, sometimes they just don't even react. They're just like, well, that's just how it is, because they're kind of already prepared for it. And like they've kind of already accepted it like early in advance. So I feel like Clavier would have gotten to the point where it's like, well, it's all coming out, but it was going to come out eventually. I feel like that's kind of where Clavier is right now, to be honest. A tendency to bite her nails. Man, she continued that habit for 7 years. That's a hard habit to break, to be honest. To be fair. That nail polish was her good luck charm. Honestly, didn't she put it on whenever she went out? Even if she only went out like 3 times in her life? I am still pretty shocked that she didn't ingest the poison.
She was...
Right, Drew Misha. And so I went into a flashback. And I appeared in front of Apollo. You see, she was almost kidnapped once. Since then, she's been... well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house.
That person gave me a good luck charm for when I had to go outside. It protects me.
Yes, apparently she received something. A gift. Do you think he'd feel relieved after everything is revealed? I think he'll feel relieved in about 2 weeks, when he's like, I can't believe that happened. She won't tell me what it was, but I really wanted to know. Man, look at this backdrop. It's black and white. It's very noir. It was from the client, the one that wanted the note made. It was his insurance, Apollo said.
Insurance?
Repeated the judge. As long as she lived quietly at home, there was no danger to her. But what if she had to go outside? Outside. That was my greatest fear. But, Drew, I live on as a spirit, narrating everything in noir. If she ran away into any trouble, she'd become nervous, and the nail polish would do the rest. I should have been more careful. I knew there was something fishy about the nail polish. His time bomb sat there for 7 years, and then they went off almost simultaneously. Well, if you're finished, may I return to my cell now? I'm not accustomed to standing for such long periods of time. Maybe you should do some cardio, Kristoff. Mr. Gavin! Have you heard a single thing we've said? Oh, well, to be honest, no. But it's quite an entertaining piece of fiction. What? No, Clavier. Surely you understand? We're back to evidence. lacking of evidence. Clavier's biggest weakness is how much he trusts people. Oh man, I mean, he seemed pretty hurt with Darian, but I wonder how he feels about this, man. I guess it's not that obvious. Nothing proves a link between him and the atroquinine that took Drew Measham's life. What about the restaurant? You killed Zach Gramery to keep him from talking! I killed no man of that name. I'd like to point out that Kristoff isn't the one, what is it? Isn't on trial right now. It's Vera, right? We're not trying to prove whether or not Kristoff is innocent or not innocent or guilty or not guilty. We're trying to prove whether or not Vera is guilty or not guilty. So we don't have to convict him today, right? We don't need to convict him today. We just need to not convict Vera. Read over the report again, if you'd like. The victim was a traveler by the name of Shadi Smith, about whom we know little else. Can't we just ask the coroner? Oh no, I threw away that body like 6 years ago. You can't seriously think I knew he was that particular fugitive. Okay, then why do you kill him? Oh. Have you heard of the Fifth Amendment? It doesn't apply to you, it only applies to me. Remember, this court did not convene to put me on trial. No, exactly. You're literally actually helping us by saying that. We're not trying to convict you right now. The defendant's name is Vera Measham, suspected of the murder of her father. My trial's been finished for 6 months now.
I'm afraid we have strayed considerably from our purpose. This court concurs with the witness. It is defendant Vera Measham who is on trial here.
No, but you were doing so well, Apollo!
As long as there is no evidence to support the accusation against him, this course of inquiry cannot find Vera Measham innocent.
Are you... I don't need you to say she's innocent. I just need you to say she's not guilty. Okay? Okay, Judge? You get that? Your Honor! Phoenix Wright spent 7 years collecting this evidence!
You still don't get it, do you? Let us assume there was poison in the nail polish.
Who then was responsible for causing Vera to bite her neck? You are seriously not making that argument. You see, the line at Starbucks took slightly longer today, and because of that, he got in a car accident. And so, it was actually the Starbucks barista who is the murderer. You can't make that argument. That is literally not an argument you can make. Clav ran away on tour. Oh man, you think Clavier stopped being a prosecutor because of that case? Oh dang. Huh. Good thought. And judge said guilty until proven innocent. Japan, not America. Remember? So here's the thing. In theory, Japan is innocent until proven guilty. It is still innocent until proven guilty, but they're just so pro-prosecution that might as well not exist, which was one of the interesting things. What? It wasn't me, I know that much. The one who brought that poison to her lips was you. That is literally not an argument you could make.
You see, the loud radio caused him to crash. Therefore, it is the radio who is the murderer.
Evidence is everything. There is nothing more.
I believe this discussion has reached its conclusion.
Okay. We are looking to get Vera a not guilty verdict. Your Honor, this has to be enough. This has to freaking be enough to get Vera a not guilty verdict. I swear to God.
Mr. Justice, you have performed admirably well for a novice attorney.
Yeah, this is only his 4th case. Huh, now that I think about it.
I respect your partner, Phoenix Wright's determination as well. However, without direct proof, you have nothing. Isn't that right, Clavier?
Unfortunately, yes, Kristoff. You're right. That is, you would have been right until now. Oh?
What?
Oh. Did the news not reach your desk in solitary? But you have so much time to read. Oh, you have nothing but time to read in Solitary Cell 13. I actually visited. You know, my taxpayer dollars are going to your cell, so I would expect at least something like this would have reached you, but oops. It's not like the prosecutor's office forgot to send something to you or anything. The eyes of the nation are on this court today. This is the trial case for a new judicial system. Exclamation point. That's right. I totally forgot. The jurist system!
The jurists like racist juries. The current judicial system has been deemed too closed off from society, far too pro-prosecution. Funny enough, it was Miles Edgeworth who said it was pro-prosecution. The new system attempts to inject the wisdom of the common citizens into the law. And if I know Japanifornia, there is no wisdom whatsoever!
Common citizens? Wisdom! This is some kind of joke. What could we possibly gain by doing this? Entrusting our judicial system to a mindless, emotional mob of irrational mouth breathers! Common citizens have something called common citizens have something called common sense. Common sense is not restricted by the law. That's nonsense! There's only room for 2 in this court! Me and the law! Keep the riffraff out, I say! They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything by video. Hey guys, it's me! I'm the jury! Hey guys! Hey guys! How can you? How can you allow this? Incidentally, the one responsible for making this happen, jump scare, was Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright!
everything was leading to this! Of course it was! Right? Right! Right! I won't accept this! I can't accept this! This is no court! Law! The law is everything! Law is absolute! You let ignorant swine sorrow your guards! So, Kristoff, it's over. Clavier. The law is absolute. You can't be serious. What are you talking about, brother? Odd. I thought you spent your life looking for loopholes. The law isn't absolute. It's filled with contradictions. The law is the end product of many years of history, the fruit of human knowledge. Like a gem polished to a gleam through trials and errors. This is the fruit we receive, and we pass on, and face in our time. And it is always changing, growing. Nurturing it is our task as human beings. Except for you, Kristoff. You aren't changing. You've stopped. You're not needed anymore. I couldn't think of anything to say. Maybe because I still haven't seen enough. But someday I'll know what law is. And I'll fight to change it if I have to.
That sprite is called Spent. I am spent, man. Clavier is spent. I am spent. And top tier voice of thank you. Oh, man. He does look awful. That's what it looks like when 5 black Cyclops. Oh, man. The sprite made me feel like I wasn't holding in tears, that's for sure. Oh, man. Clavier. I hate you a little less, okay, Clavier? You're a good guy.
I see no reason to prolong this trial any further. It seems like Kristoff was not British after all.
Really? I had that horrible German accent and you thought he was British?
Well, this began as the trial of Vera Misham, accused of murdering her father.
I know, the Kristoff sprite was just... Oh, man, it was gross, man. Maybe they should have made this game to anime. How's it going, Arduous? That would have been interesting watching Kristoff break down in anime form.
The painter drew Misham, however. Several other incidents were reviewed, and we seem to have reached a conclusion. Before this court declares a verdict, I await your decision.
A hideous, disheveled husk. Oh, man. Yeah, I see it, man.
Jurists of the court, for the death of Drew Misham, how do you find the defendant, Farah? Innocent! Sorry, not guilty or guilty. I turn to you to consider this matter.
Oh, do I get to vote? It's only... Dang, the trial hasn't been going on for more than 3 hours. Jurist chambers. So, from what I understand, in very, very, very high-profile cases, sometimes they'll have the jury watch by camera because they don't want the jury in the same room as the courtroom. This happened in quite a few high-profile cases. I think it was... If you guys remember, I'm going to try not to get too political, but there was a case, I forgot when, it was 2021? The George Floyd case, I think that occurred in 2021. I don't remember. But there were incidents of people trying to follow the jury. Like there were incidents of people trying to follow the jury to where they were residing. So that case was super high profile. So they had to separate the jury from like their homes. Generally, if you're on a jury, you just you sleep at home, and then you show up to the court and listen to jury duty, and then you go back home. But that case was so high profile, they had to separate the jury, and they had to keep everything like super private, and they had to like have a hotel for them, and they didn't allow them to use the internet or something. But let's be real here, it's impossible to prevent people from using the internet if they have their phones. But yeah, and then there were incidents of people actually trying to follow and interact with the jury to try to get them to get the verdict that they wanted, which is very, very dangerous when it comes to a legal system. So yeah, I don't know how they do it in high profile code cases. I think there are some cases where you do watch by video. I don't know for sure. And the bright side, Clavier has a newfound family. Yeah, oh, he could join the Write Anything agency. He plays guitar. Okay, so we have a piano. We have... I don't know. Trucy doesn't look like she can sing. Apollo would probably hit stuff, so he'd probably be a drummer. They could start a band. Kristoff was trying to hide the ugly on the inside. Man, isn't it? I always like that idea of the ugly on the inside, people trying to display themselves as pretty as possible on the outside, especially with the whole nail polish thing. That's kind of interesting. Pay attention. I won't regret it. Okay, I'm paying attention. Phoenix is a piano. Right? He can't play the piano. He might as well be the piano. All right, I hear the Matrix music, so this must be Phoenix.
Welcome back to the Matrix, bruh. This ends the trial for this case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. Defendant Vera Misham is currently in intensive care. If a decision can't be reached today, it may never be
Apollo on vocals. He does do the chords of steel. I'm Apollo and I'm Ford.
It may never be reached. The factors involved are simple. Did the defendant poison her father that night? If so, she's guilty. Or Was there another reason for Mr. Measham's death? Did another person poison him? If so, she is not guilty.
Totally random, but some of you might notice, and I do this throughout the entire game, I replace innocent with not guilty, because there's legal philosophy for this, right? You can never actually know if someone's innocent, but guilty is something that the court declares onto you. So saying that you are not guilty means the court is declaring that you are not guilty, but it's not saying that you are innocent. So, just random legal philosophy.
A panel has been provided for each of you to input your decisions.
How many jurors is this? 12? 6? What? I think Great Ace Attorney is 6. How's it going, Meat?
That is all. Please wait.
It's an even number regardless. It's still an even number. Please wait. I'm going to change this to juror number 2, because juror number 2 is always the attractive one. Please wait. Please wait.
Yes. Jurist number 2.
There's something in the jurist handbook here. Persons involved with the case may not be jurists.
Oh, interesting. So Phoenix is kind of acting like how a judge may dismiss certain jurors, or like how like they might pick the jury at the beginning or something like that.
That is correct. I've looked into all your dossiers, and none of you were involved with the development of the case.
With the development of the case. I see.
Does that answer your concern? It's time for your verdicts. Make your decision in the case against Miss Vera Measham. After 7 years, the truth is ready to be heard. Judge wisely, judge well.
Jurist number 2. What? Oh! Hold! Oh, I get to... What should we do? What should we do? Just in case, maybe I should save. Should I save? I can't exit the game. I can't. Audio game. I can't save! Oh no! No! Not guilty? What do you guys think? Not guilty? Oh. Not guilty? Confirm. I knew juror number 2 was attractive! I knew! I don't even care. I don't even care that I've been flirting with my mom. It was worth it. So the jurist may be the defense's mother. I feel like that might be a conflict of interest, but... And so a verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 p.m. That is really fast. Jury deliberation sometimes takes a long time, especially for like a murder. But then again, sometimes they occur very, very quickly. Like, if in some murders, like, they're like jury deliberation, I feel like always either takes like 1 hour, which is very fast, or like days. So. The first verdict under the juris system. Oh, innocent. Oh, not guilty. By unanimous decision. The record will show that when the verdict was announced, special witness Christoph Gavin laughed. A laugh louder than ever before. Or since. Oh my God. A laugh that echoed in the halls of justice, lingering for what seemed to be hours. October 10th, 8:30 a.m., the morning after the trial. Shall you inform us of what happened? Sure, no problem. In an intensive care ward, a true miracle occurred. Oh! Vera's okay! Vera opened her eye. Damon laughed pretty hard too. Damon Gant laughed really hard. Do you know what I would have loved? I would have freaking loved if it's like, let the record show Christoph Gavin laughed. And the laugh was like, yeah. Wow, yeah. I would have loved that. Yeah, sure. Let me know what happens. You can feel free to let me know what happens when you do click guilty. Vera! Vera, I'm so happy! Now we can get married. Oh, you get a bad end? Ooh. I mean, makes sense. I'm so glad. Don't cry, Apollo! You're gonna make me cry. I'm happy too, and I'm proud. You did well, Apollo. When I thought about what if... Hey, don't you start crying! Sorry you had to see us, like, Apollo's, like, snot, like, running down his chin. This is the best ending. Thank you very much, Apollo. Thank you. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pressed you like that. Also, why are you staying in the hospital room with a bunch of grape juice bottles? If I hadn't, you would have never bitten your nails. No, I was wrong. Staying locked inside like that, clinging to my good luck charm. Vera? When I opened my eyes and saw you, I finally understood what love was. It's important to be part of the world, to see things with your own eyes. It looks like that poison had some effect after all. It killed off whatever was holding Vera back from life. I'm gonna let Apollo get away with that pun. I knew you'd pull through, Vera.
I mean, it's what Apollo was fighting for the whole time. Your future! I won't forget it. Here. Let me thank you.
No, really, it's okay.
Oh, look, it's me! I'm gonna use this for advertising! I love it! Thanks!
You know what? Apollo, that's the closest thing you're ever going to get to a compliment. Is that supposed to be me?
She really captured your essence, Apollo. Well, hang it outside the office. That reminds me.
She has a sense of you. I mean, she is an artist. She captured his beauty.
Do you know where the other lawyer is?
The other lawyer?
Oh, you mean Daddy. Except he's not a lawyer. It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry.
You choose to believe that Clav and Vera became friends. Maybe they met in the hospital at like a therapy group or something. I don't know. And then they became BFFs.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. It's okay. I'm through looking away from the things I've done. I hope I can look him in the eyes again someday and apologize.
I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that.
He brought all these things for me when he came to visit earlier. And a lot of grape juice. He brought a lot of grape juice.
What happened to it?
He drank it all.
You mean that 24-pack of grape juice?
Yes. He drank the first bottle within 5 minutes of coming. Where'd he go? Well, he said he needed to throw up and then he ran to the bathroom and I heard he was walking around in traffic. Oh. Uh-oh.
Mr. Wright finished watching all of them? He is so... This is not even my headcanon. This has got to be real canon. He watches these videos because Maya doesn't have TV wherever she is right now because she lives in the mountains, right? So he watches these videos and gives her like a plot summary every single week.
You know, I knew my real daddy was alive.
Well, about that? This is the victimized by Christoph Gavin group. Hi, I'm Apollo, and I've been victimized by Christoph Gavin. Hi, Apollo. Huh?
I was there 7 years ago, remember? I was the one who used Mr. Hat.
You did what?
I'm not telling. He promised me that day he went away.
We may not meet again for some time, Trucy. But know this. I will be watching, and I shall return. You're the next Grammar Ray, after all. Wah ha ha! Wah ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha!
Oh, Jersey, huh? In the end, he couldn't keep that promise, could he?
It's okay. Phoenix is my daddy now. Even if he can't play the piano.
Oh, that he can't.
Oh, and I've got you. Even if your voice is loud sometimes. My voice is not loud!
See you, Mystery. I'm glad I made your list.
Hey, come to think of it, where is Daddy? The one who can't play.
The one who's just all around useless and kind of a bum. I mean, that's actually both my daddies. Wow, Trucy has a rough childhood, I mean, her mom functionally died. Her dad abandoned her. Her other dad is a drunk. You know what I'm thinking of? Danganronpa, Toko Fukawa. Isn't she the one she said she lives with her dad and her mom and her mom? Yeah, he never came back from the milk, huh? And she's in show business, which is probably the worst industry for a young person to be in. Apollo, you better be your frickin' bodyguard to your frickin' half-sister that you don't know is your half-sister yet. But I love how these two act like siblings, even though they have absolutely no idea that they actually are siblings. I swear to God, keep any frickin' panty raiders off frickin' Trucy. Frickin' Stickler, beat his frickin' ass if anyone gets near him. I think he said he had to meet someone.
Huh. I wonder. Maybe it's a new mommy.
Hell yeah, it is. Oh!
Hee hee. Trucy. Yeah, Vera. You want to join the agency? Oh, we have flyers! I was wondering, could you show him to me once more? Sir Hat. Oh, he's not been knighted, yet. Here goes! Do an impersonation, Mr. Hat! Objection! I have!
Not loud enough? And I like Miss Magic underwear better.
Apollo, do not encourage her!
Never mind on the protective brother.
That's magic panties, Apollo!
So, yeah, your memories returned. This is...
Mr. Wright, this was all part of your plan, too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When I lost my memory, I was born as Lamiwa. But you knew my true identity, did you not? That is why you chose me as one of your jurists, even though that probably should not have happened and it was a major conflict of interest.
You're thinking too much. Besides,
there was no guarantee that regaining your memory would make you happy.
Of course it is a happy thing. For so long, I thought I was alone. But I have children. 2 dear children.
Well, 3 if you include the blind kid. Who is probably in jail. I hope Tobaye is okay. Machi Tobaye.
So proud of them. This too, I think, is thanks to you.
You gonna tell him?
They do not know.
No? I mean, it's not his place to say anything. They don't know their mother. They don't even know if they're siblings. Just like... Oh, and by the way, I cut Apollo some slack. He didn't know that you were his mom either. I mean, anyone would flirt with you. Let's be real here.
I will go to them when the time is right. Until then,
Hey, don't worry, I'll take care of them for you. There,
They're very important to me. No, like, literally. They're the ones who make money. I actually don't make money here. Like, I legitimately need their help. Like, the legal fees that we're gonna get from wait, actually, Vera's broke, so we're not getting paid there. You're gonna pay us, right? For that defense from Machi Tobai. Machi doesn't have any money either. Well, I guess Trucy's still the sugar daddy here. You know, a little annoying at times, but still. You better tell them eventually. I have to keep an eye on her at least. Who, Trucy? Because I'm the only one who knows how she feels on the inside. Your bracelet. Yes. I've seen a lot of mysterious things these past 7 years. But your bracelets were the strangest of all. Phoenix, really? I think Phoenix at this point has just been disillusioned by everything. It's like, you know, I'm used to little girls transforming into fully grown women. I'm used to being able to touch a rock and see, like, prison chains surround a man. But, man, a bracelet that gets tighter on your wrist? Well, goddamn, that's crazy. I remember meeting him half a year ago now. Christoph Gavin's office, bruh. And then I met you. This man called a literal parrot to the stand. Yeah, he's seen it all at this point. Reminder that Pearl is somehow more guilty than Gumshoe. That is true. Gumshoe pretty much... Well, Gumshoe tried to defend Maggie, but he was right. I don't know. Yeah, Pearl did break a vase. Two fates destined to intertwine. And I was there when they crossed. Cha. I'll never forget that. Such a small thing. That bullet. It tore who I was away. Oh yeah, he literally ate a glass of a poisoned bottle. Right, it looks like she got shot in the eyes, maybe. Which is actually lucky, because if you think about it, do you know what's right next to the eyes? The freaking brain. And the only thing that happened is she was blinded. That is actually impressive. Now, she probably got some brain damage, which is why she fell into amnesia. He fell into a river and only... He fell like 30... Like, what is it? Like off of like a 5-story building, and all he got was a cold. I mean, functionally, it's really high up. 10 years ago, during a simple rehearsal. Oh, right, he got thrown 30 feet by a car and then only had a sprain neck. It was a miracle. No one died, but I didn't survive that. How'd you end up in like an Eastern European country, probably? Based on the beard of, what's his name? Who was that? Romian Lataus. Based on his beard, he probably some Eastern European country. That is why I left the trope. My family. Now my memory has returned, and I am myself once more, although I still talk in an accent. For the first time, I am glad to be alive. Mr. Wright. Hey, speaking of miracles, Vera Misha regained consciousness this morning. I can only hope she's as glad as you are. It is a strange thing, fate. Sometimes a life is taken. Sometimes, a life is spared. You know what I've been thinking? Besides the fact that that stupid woman Desiree somehow chose the stupid mask guy instead of me. Yeah, that's been eating at me for a long time. But do you know what else I've been thinking? People don't die that easily, really. Yeah, bruh. As long as they've got something worth living for. And that's pretty much the end of my story. For now, I've got a long way to go and some power. But there's hope. We lost it, but we found it again. And that's why people are smiling. Yeah. I'll keep at this lawyer thing for a little while. Oh, training time. Gotta go. Courts of steel. Here comes justice! Objection! Woo! I'm glad you're staying with the agency, Apollo. It's like I found my long-lost big little brother. Oh, and don't worry about Troop Grammary. Trucy's on the case. Now that I have this, thanks to Daddy. Trucy Grammary, but frankly, I have my doubts. But Hat Grammary, now that we'll pack 'em in. Ha ha ha. I gotta play dual Destinies. I definitely will. I generally play like one Ace Attorney game or one visual novel and then take a little bit of a break. It's not every day that a trial of rock is harder than rock. That's why it's over. The Gavineers are breaking up. The news caused a run on tissues at the supermarkets nationwide. You're the real stars now. I look forward to our next jam session. Oh, it'll be a private jam session. You and me, Apollo. Oh, we'll be jamming out. Oh yeah, trust me on that. What? The Gavineers have broken up. It's too bad. No more epic metal mashups. Well, it's finally over. Thinking about it, I've been a piano player longer than I was. Oh my god, he's right! Now that everything's sorted out and all my time on my hands, maybe I'll take the bar exam again. Oh, it's not like he's on the box art of the next game or anything. When he's in that suit, he just looks done with life. He's like, ugh, I'm back in court again. Does Maya know what happened? So, I was standing around your suckers the other day, when I got to this crazy idea. What if they were golden? You could augment their crutch, or better yet, make them ding. And the power of science, although the preservatives might not be 100% safe. We better see Emma again. We better freaking see Emma again. I'm so glad they added that pre-Emma case in the first game. It made me so happy when I saw her again. This freaking... In unlikely event you want Russian feast, come to Borscht Bowl Club. Only thing colder than restaurant is borscht. But if greater challenge required, then come to the hideout. You know who to ask for. I'm Southern. I don't know why the bad guys are all Southern, but I am. Clavier is one of your favorite. I do like Clavier. I mean, there is something nostalgic about Miles Edgeworth. And the way they set him up to be like a bad guy and yet also a good guy. They did a great job with Edgeworth, but Clavier is a great prosecutor as well. I mean, to be honest, all the prosecutors are really good. Oh. So, Kitaki Pastries is getting back to its Eastern roots. Spread the cuisine, culture. It's culture time. This is how we ride our roost, capiche? But we're still about giving back to the people. Yo, boss, PR time! His eyebrows. And this is how we write people. Capiche? Alright? Not that Walkie's paying attention. Who kids? Yeah. Them pastries are big wins.
eat Chinese characters on cake was a fly idea like 3,000 years ago. Man, you want to make it today, you gotta keep it real. Throw in some gang signs. I made the OG cracker. Look, I don't look like a cracker, G. Oh, what do you want me to call it? OG muffin? Yo, believe it.
Oh, I love the characters in this game. They're so dumb and I love it.
I don't know where all this talk about food is coming from. You ask me, there's only one food, and that's noodles. Noodles forever. I got a new one. See, this time I just put a big chunk of salt. Why pretend? Tell those noodles about the salt. Salt forever.
Man, you gotta take Apollo here because he'd be salty. Hey, how's it going, Arcane? Yeah, I don't know who my favorite prosecutor is, that's for sure. Oh, God! Oh, jeez, oh, no! My exceptionally inquisitive nature has won me unequivocal adoration. They used to call me Wesley Stinkler and Wesley Sticky Hands. But no longer. I have a new name, now one that reflects my true academic nature. Wesley Sicko. Get him off the screen! Get him out of here! The tidbits are really nice, except for that one. Hey, they have a guy named Brandon Gay! He's the guy who wrote Apollo and Clavier. I don't know how to thank you for all you've done. Light has returned to my life. I may have lost years, but I have gained a treasure. I will think of them when I write my next song. Girl, this is one hag I would absolutely max. Oh my god. Oh, baby. What's he doing in jail?
Back on the case with a beat with another interview. Yeah, how do I feel about how things turned out? No scoop yet, but journalist confides in mint condition. And quote!
Why is he in jail? He didn't do anything wrong. Probably all that perjury, maybe. Did he actually have any perjury? He kind of stuck to his... He did stick to his trial. I don't actually remember him doing anything wrong.
I've decided to paint originals only. I suppose I have to see the outside world. But I know there are good people out there now. I've met them. The door is open. The world is waiting. Thank you.
Oh, my girl Vera. Hey, yeah, Lamiwa eventually ended up pursuing her singing career, huh? Aw, look at that. Aw, that's adorable. Oh, do you guys... Wait, did you guys notice? Trucy's Ahoge kind of looks like Apollo's a mini version of Apollo's spikes. I've unlocked a special bonus. Thank you. Oh. Continue on to the next game. Wait, we gotta look at the music background. Wait. The background. Yes, do you guys see this? You have the big spikes and you have the little ahoge. Do you guys see this? Wait, no. Wait, big, little, big, little, big, wait. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, why does he look like a freaking gangster? What the? Yo, what the frick happened to you, Apollo? Why'd you go to? He went to freaking war, man. Yo, my man fought in freaking World War III. What the frick is going on here? Wait, hold the phone. Trial number 5. I see someone right here. I see someone right here. I don't know if that's just my imagination, but I see someone right here. Right here. Doo-doo. The ship. All aboard the ship, baby. Doo-doo. Yeah, but what does the future hold for Apollo Justice and Phoenix Wright and some random girl that joins them as a therapist? Find out in the next game. So thanks everyone for joining me. By the way, for those of you who joined all the way to the end, I do like to just chat with you guys at the end. So still feel free to stay and just hang out and chat a little bit. I know I started late. I'm surprised I actually ended on time. I guess this was a little bit shorter of a stream, shorter of a gameplay segment. I guess because this was the ending, but yeah, but thanks so much for hanging. Now we're just gonna chat a little bit. So just feel free to talk about whatever you guys want. Or like if you guys have questions about me or just like what I've been up to and things like that. Also, thank you so much for talking about my voice acting. Actually, you know what? I'll show you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of a game that just came out as a demo. If you guys want to check it out, give me a moment. Let's see here. The streams are great for you. Thank you so much. My voice acting is always phenomenal. You say that now, but hold on a second. Let's see if I can bring this up. But you've clearly never heard me really go all out for Manakyn. Alright, but this is a game that is coming out. It's yeah, wow. It got over 500,000 views on PS5. Okay, apparently it's more popular than I thought it was. But here's a game that I'm going to be in. Not that one. It is a nod to, I feel like Phoenix is planning a huge reunion. You were there for some of the take. Yeah, so this is a new game that I'm going to be in. It's a nod to 80s film and maybe GTA. I tried the demo. It's actually really good. And the demo's out on Steam right now.
Your father would have been proud to see you in that uniform, and he would have wanted you to focus on keeping the city safe.
Yeah, so we might play this game on stream
Alberto's
together.
gangs all have a hierarchy. We work our way up the chain.
Remember, Costa is your primary target. Shots fired!
So it's like kind of like a nod to the old GTA games, really.
Keep that spotlight on the suspect.
Welcome, Dano.
Yeah, so if you guys want to try it, it's there's a free demo on Steam. I don't actually think I'm in the demo. My character comes with like the second half of the game, so yeah. I think I might be like in like half a scene, maybe. But besides the point. I've been watching Asmon play Hogwarts Legacy. Anyway, another game. So now that we've finished Phoenix Wright, I was thinking about other games to play and would have loved a glimpse of Kristoff and Clavier's light. Yeah, that would have been really funny. Or not funny, but fun. Maybe we'll get it in a flashback in the next game. I mean, you guys have probably played the next game, so probably not because nobody's mentioning it. But maybe we'll get some like comic books. Like maybe the Phoenix Wright writers will release some extra comic books. Yeah, I freaking loved Hogwarts Legacy. I was a Hufflepuff. Thank you very much. I'm a Huffle yo puffles. So, one game I was thinking of was this game.
You think you have the strength to protect the weak? Then prove to me these are more than empty words.
This stream is getting so copy struck.
We may struggle with fear and anxiety, but we shape our own destiny.
No, Ryuji, what are you doing?
I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
This is a very Persona vibe. I mean, I'm seeing like 7/23 Wednesday. What the frig is that? I mean, this is the same makers of Persona, so Atlas. So it is Atlas, I think.
Attack in any number.
Xbox. Yeah, so look at, man, people are already playing it, huh? Look at these recommended videos. Necromancer, Fantasy, Persona, Battle Theme, Bernie. Oh, that's Endless Zone 0. You see Smash JT, who? Who? I do not. I'm not sure what that you mean. And Hero Hey. Who? I have no idea. Sorry. I see Bernice. I only know her because I've clicked on. I mean, I don't know who she is. What? But yeah, their thumbnails. Oh, I have no idea who people are by their thumbnails. You watch them? Oh, I see. Yeah, several people worked on Persona, helped create Re-Fantasy. Is it very Persona-esque? Do you guys know? Is it like, this is Persona, it's just slightly different characters? or is it like a different game? Because to me, it looked a little bit more like a, I thought it was more like a grand fantasy style. You're trying to be a politician and win votes, but apparently that's not the case. You just love analyzing characters. Was so happy. I'm happy you made it too. I love looking at characters, especially Ace Attorney characters. But like, I like looking at all different types of characters. Yeah, I don't actually know very much about this game, other than they were created by the makers of Persona, and it's very popular right now. And the characters kind of look exactly like Persona. It's fully independent, but does it play like Persona? Like, oh, every day you do something and then you go and hang out. Maybe I'll look up like some gameplay stuff. Are there confidants? Can we marry people? Will there be a Valentine's Day? No, this is a serious question. Is there going to be a Valentine's Day? Because if so, I need to start planning. Look, okay, I may have cheated, but it was accidental. It was accidental cheating. On was all like, I'm alone again. And then the options were, don't worry, you have me, versus don't worry, you have everyone else. So of course I'm going to say, don't worry, you have me. And then she was all like, oh, I guess you love me. And I'm like, oh, crap. Whoops, I guess I rizzed another one. I didn't rizz my little sister, okay? Just to be fair. To be fair. You definitely kin Apollo because you're a short person running on sass. Apollo is hecka sassy. That is true. But everything else, no. You see, once you accidentally take drugs, you get addicted to them, right? I might have accidentally done heroin, but you can't blame me for getting addicted to heroin. Heroin is addictive. It's the same thing. If I accidentally, rizz up on, I get addicted to rizzing up girls. You cannot blame me. None of this is my fault. None of it. You know, it's actually interesting. I tried to play Persona again, and I tried to rizz up on, but now I actually know her voice actor. So it's really weird. It's like, oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm sorry, sister. What? Sister, what? But yeah. I need to stretch, man. It's been a long day. Super long day. I went to bed at like 5 a.m. last night. It was bad. It's one of the reasons why I ended up being late also. Like, I really need to get my sleep schedule in order. It has not been very good. But yeah. Yeah, I'll have to look up metaphor. To be honest, I'll tell you this. I might not. There is a 20% chance I won't stream tomorrow. Just to let you guys know in advance, in case like you don't see a stream. Like, I'll let you guys know on my community page. If you come to my channel and there's like, oh, there's no stream, just check my community page and I'll say, I'm sorry, I can't stream. There's like a 20% chance that I can't stream tomorrow, just because of how things are. Long story short, like my life is falling apart, and this is the one thing keeping me together. So I hope that I can stream. Like, this is like the one thing that's keeping me together. And there's so many games I want to play with you guys. Like, I want to play Zelda Goes to IKEA. I want to play Metaphor. I'm always free to take time away from streaming. Thank you. Thanks so much for understanding. But to be honest, guys, it's not that I don't want to stream. In fact, this is like the one thing I look forward to in my entire life right now. Just hanging out and streaming. But yeah. Yeah, maybe a horror game. Oh no. You know, there was that one horror game about zoo animals. And there was another horror game. They just remade, well, did they remake it? The Until Dawn. I never played the original Until Dawn. And apparently people love it, and I didn't play it because it was a horror game. Okay, no, that's not true. That's not a horror game. It's a horror movie disguised as a game. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I cannot play horror games because it freaks the heck out of me. I'm like the freaking biggest coward ever. Okay? But there's another reason why I hate horror movies. Okay? I hate horror movies for a completely different reason. The reason why I hate horror movies is because everyone is so dumb. Oh my, like, okay, I hate horror games because I get scared. I hate horror movies because everyone's an idiot. It's like, oh, we gotta get away from the chainsaw man. Where should we go? Oh, well, there's a running car. Why don't we get in the running car and drive away? It's like, no, we should hide behind the chainsaws. Oh my god, I hate it. They do that because otherwise the movie would last like, yo, you know what? I would love to watch a horror movie from the perspective of the killer, except the people he's hunting are actually reasonably intelligent. like the entire movie is just him waiting in the bathtub of a cabin and no one showing up. That would have been I would watch the heck out of that movie. Like, the entire movie is just him with a freaking chainsaw in the bathtub, like, you know, with the curtain across it, and then he's like, and then he just looks out like, no one's shown up in a while. It's like, no one's shown up since my last victim. I hope nobody realizes I'm here. And he's just sitting there waiting. He's like, dear diary, day 74 of waiting for a victim. No one showed up. The rental is still on Zillow. For some reason, no one wants to rent this apartment just because people died here. Yeah, I have made this stupid skit about the horror movies. Yeah. Cuz you get nightmares. You had a nightmare about Annabelle. Wait, which one is Annabelle? Don't worry, I won't play it on the screen. Annabelle. Oh, it's the freaky doll. Ugh. See, this is why I would never get caught by Annabelle. Because I would throw her in the freaking garbage disposal. Like, horror movie people are... It's like, did you hear a killer is on the loose? He's like, oh no, a killer? Anyway, you want to go outside and make out? Hell yeah! Actually, I want to show you guys a Geico commercial. It is where I got the phrase "hide behind the chainsaws." It's probably my favorite Geico commercial ever. It's kind of low quality because it's really old. Unlike me, I'm very young, but this movie's very old. This commercial is very old. Let me see here. This was a commercial that was super popular back when I was a kid. This was a super popular commercial back when I was a kid.
Let's hide in the attic.
No, in the basement. Why can't we just get in the running car?
Are you crazy? Let's hide behind the chainsaws.
Smart.
If you're in a horror movie, you make poor decisions. That's what you do.
Shh, I'm being quiet. Breathing on me.
If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
This was one of my favorite commercials growing up. Absolute favorite commercial growing up. And I hated horror movies, but... Thoughts on War Rabbit? The recently... Oh yeah, the Game Freak releases. War Rabbit. Let me see. I'm not going to comment on it right now because when I look up War Rabbit, I'm seeing a lot of DeviantArt doodles, and usually those are like fan-made stuff. So let me comment on it once I've found the official leak. Wait, the official leak. What the frick is an official? Oh, I see. It's just a little bunny with a little it's a bunny with a little life preserver. That's cute. Is that the new starter? That's where I got that right. Yes, that's where I got the reference of hide behind the chainsaws. I always reference that when I talk about how stupid horror movies are. Hiding behind the chainsaws. We could have had the Gen 3 water starter as the Gen 3 instead of Mudkip. I mean, Mudkip is iconic at this point, so yeah. Currently working on earrings based on Apollo and Clavier. And have some based on a Hobo Phoenix. That's awesome. That's really cool. Do you make jewelry? That's really awesome. I mean, I don't wear jewelry, but I mean, making little things is really hard. Yeah, but man, there was an entire series of Geico commercials called It's What You Do. And it's just them doing like, it's like people doing stupid stuff. Yeah, Mudkip is super iconic. Your friend taught you how. That's awesome. Very cool. You know, like, that's really cool. Like, making small stuff is really difficult. I used to do nail art, of all things, by the way. I got made fun of a lot for doing nail art, but I used to be really good at nail art. I don't do it very much anymore. Mostly because nail polish is expensive. No, I am not freaking Kristoff. Shut up. But if I'm Manakyn, if your name is Manakyn, you sim for women. It's what you do. But I used to be really good at nail polish. Oh, wait, for those of you who don't know, I used to be freaking, like, amazing at makeup. Like, girls would literally come to me to do their makeup. That is not a joke. This was in theater, okay? Don't take this out of context. Do not take this out of freaking context, okay? This was in theater class. This was in freaking theater class. We had to do stage makeup, so I learned how to do makeup, and I was, like, way better than everyone else because no one knew how to freaking do things. It was, like, freaking simple. In order to do freaking mascara, you go dip, and then you go bam. It's like, it's not that hard. But for some reason, everyone was like, oh, you have to do it like, ooh, and then you have to curl it, and then you have to slowly, and then it gets clumpy because you put too much of it on, and now you look awful, so you gotta redo it, you gotta wipe it off, and then you gotta go boom, and you gotta go bam, and then that's it. Do I look super sassy when I do that? You gotta go boom, you gotta go boom, and you gotta go bam. And you gotta go, boom, bam, and bam. God damn. No, but like legit, the reason why I was good at makeup is because I couldn't give a crap. Okay, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. For all of you theater people who need to learn how to do their frickin' makeup for a frickin' stage, okay? This is what you do. You don't try to make it look good. I'm not even joking. Do you know how... Like, ladies, all you ladies out there, you can totally relate to this, right? When you were first learning how to do eyeliner, you would try to make it perfect, right? You're like, okay, here, and then here, oh no, that's too much, and then you have to wipe it away, and then you have to go, and then more here, and then here, and then here, oh, but that's too much over here, and then that's why it sucks. That's why it sucks, because you take so long trying to get it perfect that it gets all clumpy and gross and disgusting. That's why you can't do it. Instead, you just go, wha-bam, wha-bam. Done. Done. Right? All the girls here can relate to that because they remember when they were trying to learn how to put on mascara and it got all clumpy. Why is it getting all clumpy? Because you're doing it too much. Ah. I was prettier than most of the girls, okay? So I'm just saying, all the girls thought they were divas. I was the diva, okay? So it's like, oh, hey, Stacy, looks like you gotta, like, I don't know, lose a few pounds over there. Oh my God, Carol, have you even been sleeping? Look at those bags under your eyes. Oh, that's gross, girl. Maybe you should get some rest. Carol, Carly, maybe you should, like, retouch your roots. I'm seeing, like, the brown coming in. Oh my God, Veronica, you gotta do something about those split ends. See, I could survive in the sass world because I survived in the freaking theater world. Because if you can survive as the only guy in theater class, you can survive anything that a girl throws your way. I was like one of three dudes. I was one of three dudes in theater class, and the other two were gay. Okay, so I'm trying to eat. No, like I was one of three dudes in the theater class, And like the other two were like the gay best friends of the other girls. So I was literally like the only dude. I was like the only dude. Oh my freaking God. You did theater arts for 4 years in high school and there was a good balance. See, that's really cool. When you have a good balance of girls and guys, and the guys aren't like 80% girl. I don't mean to insult anyone's interests, but Randy, you were in theater. You were in theater, right? So you kind of understand what I mean when I say guys in the theater are like 80% girl. You get what I mean, right? A lot of them are like very into the drama that high school girls like to get into, and they're very into I'm not trying to be offensive to girls. That's not what I'm trying to do. But like, you know, the types of drama that high school girls like to start, those guys in theater class, they like to get into it too, and they like to like, you know, mess with drama and stuff like that. And like you have like a few dudes who are just like, hey, can we just, you know, do theater because we like acting? You know, I think everyone kind of knows what you mean. I mean, if you've watched High School Musical, they actually do a really good job of representing that with, I forgot what the characters were, but, you know, in High School Musical, there was that, was about the two theater kids. There was also a lesbian in your class, and the theater arts teacher was also gay, yeah. I don't know why. I mean, I guess I kinda understand. I don't know why. I mean, I guess I kinda get it, right? There are a lot of I won't say gay or anything, but there are a lot of like disenfranchised groups who end up going into acting and the arts for obvious reasons, because those are like free expression style things. So it's not surprising that like groups that feel disenfranchised end up in things like acting and art and stuff like that. Not saying that any of you guys are disenfranchised or anything. I don't mean it like that. But yeah, but that's also one of the reasons why the video game industry is so like overly dramatic nowadays. It's like everything is drama in the video game industry. It's like nobody actually wants to make video games anymore. If you're Clavier Gavin and you flirt with the defense and try to mask the trauma of your older brother, it's what you do. Nobody wants games anymore. They just want photos of Spider-Man. James Jamerson, is that the one who runs the Daily Bugle? Get me Spider-Man! Oh man. Yeah, but oh man, frick. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved theater class, but like, there's a reason why it's called drama class, and there is a reason why the people who go to drama class love drama. And I think the worst part of it is like, often that drama wasn't even about me. It was just like, you heard people gossiping and you're like, hey, stop that. It's like, just chill, man. It doesn't matter. And they're like, oh, but did you know that Carol, that Johnny tried to ask Carol out, but ew, Johnny, are you for real? God, I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh my god, was it Johnny dating Stacy? No, they broke up. Actually, Stacy broke up with Johnny, but now Johnny asked Carol out, and Stacy wants Johnny back. I know, but it's like, hey, leave my mans alone. Okay, Stacy broke up with him, so he went to ask someone else out. Why are you guys messing with him? If you're Apollo, honestly, the only thing Apollo does well is shout, "I'm fine." I know, leave my man's Johnny alone. Johnny just chilling. And the best part is, like, you chat with Johnny, and then Johnny was like, and they're like, oh my god, he asked Carol out, and like the story is like, hey Carol, can you help me on my biology project? She's like, not right now. Okay, I'll talk to you later. That was the whole thing. That was like the whole thing. You know, looking back on it, I freaking love high school drama because of how stupid it is, but when you're in the moment, it's awful. I was considering replaying what is it called? Replaying Hogwarts Legacy, just because it's honestly, Hogwarts Legacy made me feel so freaking good. Like, it's such a well done, it's such a well done game that like puts so many things together. Like, everything you do, it makes you feel like you're progressing. You have skill points, you have items, you have like different spells you learn, you meet new people, you like create your own garrison with like little furniture, like you guys remember the room of requirement, and then you'd collect little animals, and then the animals contributed to the potions, and the potions contributed to your combat, and then your combat contributed to exploration got you more spells. It was like legit. It was like a legitimately good game. I will say, I told you guys I started watching a little bit of Asmon randomly playing Hogwarts Legacy because I was thinking about Hogwarts Legacy. And ever since I started watching Asmongold play Hogwarts Legacy, I'm realizing more of my videos that are being recommended to me are really angry gamers. Like, people playing Dark Souls and going, God damn it, why is it so hard? But I guess Asmon is kind of like a super angry rage style gamer, so I mean, it makes sense. It's like, I just wanted to watch someone play Hogwarts Legacy. I was like, oh, Asmon is on the top, I'll just click in and watch him. And now everyone on my like YouTube feed is like yelling. Oh man. So, gotta go to sleep. Tom Brady is now a partial owner of the Raiders. Is he? Oh, I didn't know. I mean, he's rich enough, so I'm not surprised. But have a great night, Kiyoma. Honestly, I better get some dinner. I haven't had Taco Tuesday for like 30,000 Tuesdays. I need to go to Taco Tuesday, the local taco shop. I need to give them my business card in case they want to advertise on Instagram. If you like tacos, come down to Tacos. Taco Taco. Only at Tacos. For those of you, by the way, just because Kiyoma said it, on my Discord, I do have a Discord, and while I don't actually have a Discord server where you can actually chat with people, because that has been kind of chaos to manage in the past, and it got to the point where like I couldn't handle the moderation and I needed to do more vetting before I actually got mods. But if you guys want to find each other on like to chat with each other, because you know, as long as I can, you know, this is mostly for security purposes and stuff, because I don't want to like say like, hey, you guys don't know each other. But if you guys see each other and you guys get to know each other in the chat, go to the Discord and you generally can find everyone who is part of the channel, who joins the streams on the Discord. It's an announcement server, but I think it still shows who's there. So yeah, there used to be a voice chat, but it got really bad, unfortunately. And I've been recently thinking about how I can put it back together, especially that now that my audience has gotten significantly older. Actually, my audience has gotten quite a bit older now. Some of you guys are off to college, so it might be a little bit easier to manage that now. I think the biggest problem was the really young people, because I didn't want to put... Okay, let's be real here. There were some small groups of people who were not at the level of maturity to be able to talk about some of the mature things that we do talk about. Things like, you know, mental issues and so on and so forth. So that's the reason why I stopped the Discord, because I think it was not good for their interaction, especially since, you know, some people who are older, but they're not at the level of responsibility to take care of younger people. But yeah, you can find me on the Discord. You can always message me. You can always, DM me. I can't always guarantee I respond immediately, but yeah. You can also find others there. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I will chat with you all soon. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. You have any questions for me? I'll see you all next time.